Throughout history, humans have come up with many different strategies and tools to avoid pain and decrease suffering. A lot of that is really helpful and important. Sometimes, though, discomfort and pain can't be avoided. They may just be part of doing something that matters to you or be part of life. And that's where we get ourselves into trouble with trying to avoid pain and discomfort. When instead of making room for the natural discomfort of life, we try to block it out and push it away. In this video, you will discover whether or not you are blocking part of your emotional experience, and if perhaps hidden emotions are secretly running your life and what to do with that. Hey everyone, welcome here. This is Becoming an Expert at Self-Leadership. I'm a psychologist, and my name is Maika. The way life unfolds when we turn away from our emotions is not always that obvious. Here are some ways disconnecting from your emotions, hidden secret emotions, emotions that you keep secret from yourself, may be affecting your life. Having intense, unwarranted emotional reactions. Taking out your anger on someone that had nothing to do with the actual cause. Getting upset easily by unanticipated events. Repeatedly getting really enthusiastic for something, but then it doesn't last. Quick changes in extreme emotional states. Disinterest in your actual experience. Only wanting to feel one way, usually that's happy. Talking and thinking about emotions as a pointless weakness. Being generally cold, detached, distant, feeling out of touch with others. Little emotional engagement, moving on quickly after a loss, disappointment, or success. Your life seems boring, flat. You feel like you have nothing going on or to look forward to. Having a hard time connecting to your needs and inner know. Feeling anxious about experiencing and or constructively expressing emotions. Extreme, nice, and agreeableness. You can see how each one of these can be a problem in itself and also contribute to other problems with our motivation, inner clarity, relationships, and well-being. Often when we're going through something, when we have a problem, we think the real problem here is all of these difficult emotions. I wouldn't even have this problem if I didn't feel this way or that way. But the real problem isn't that we have emotions or our specific core emotions. Core emotions are the emotions a healthy human feels on a regular basis, like joy, fear, anger. They're signals from our inner world. And when we've stopped tuning into them for whatever reason, we develop problematic inner states like anxiety and depression. So why don't we turn towards our emotions? Why do we block them, repress them, deny them? Why do we rationalize them out of our awareness? For one, because we may never have learned how to be open towards our emotions, how to experience, understand, process, and communicate them. And secondly, because we want to avoid certain uncomfortable emotions. So we want to avoid emotions that are uncomfortable and that we've learned to perceive as weak, bad, or an obstacle. But this robs us of the motivational juice of life and our natural inner guidance system that keeps us and our relationships in balance and healthy. So if your life seems flat, empty, or boring, it may be because you're excluding emotions from your awareness. If you sometimes have impulsive outbursts, That may be because of hidden emotions that have found a way to make themselves known temporarily. If you feel stressed, exhausted, and trapped in a life that isn't your authentic life, that may be because you've learned listening in to hear some certain inner voices is bad. And the way out of all of these situations is to allow yourself to see it all. So when we block emotions, they don't go away. We can still hear them, even if it's from far away, a distant humming. But it's not that they've become completely inaccessible to us. We know about the things that we repress, even if it's a secret knowing. We feel it somewhere far away inside of us. And integrating your hidden emotions back into your life starts with turning towards that distant humming and listening to it. It starts with deconstructing the inner blocks that you've invested so much energy into to keep emotions far away and quiet. It starts with allowing your emotional energy to flow again. Now, when I say this, I don't mean to behave in ways that are impulsive or erratic based on shifting emotions. This tuning into the flow of your emotions is something that for now only happens inside of you. And if after a while you've recognized certain patterns, situations in which certain emotions come up repeatedly as a sign, then you can reflect on what you may want to change and which needs and emotions you may want to communicate and in which way. Practice listening into your emotional responses, especially in meaningful situations. You may be surprised, or you may find confirmation. Emotions don't overwhelm us because we're in touch with them. They overwhelm us and secretly take over our lives when we're out of touch with them. Allow yourself to experience and feel all of your emotions, and then learn something about yourself from what you're noticing. Practice tuning into your experience with honesty, curiosity, compassion, and no judgment. There are no bad emotions. Emotions are a natural part of being human. They're what makes us human compared to machines. Listen to what your body is telling you. Emotions speak through the language of our bodies, and often our body knows more or something else than what our brain is aware of. And they both work best if we allow them to work together. Make room for discomfort and unpleasant sensations. This make room, which I say a lot, means that instead of blocking certain unpleasant inner sensations and being against them, trying to force them out of your awareness, which means that your whole body is all tense and blocked up, all your muscles, and you're trying to push something out. That has emotional and also physical dimensions to it, and it makes your whole body tense. Instead of doing that, to relax all that tension, all those blocks, and save your energy for something more important instead of fighting against reality. Allow discomfort to be there when it is. Know that you can go through your day even if something uncomfortable accompanies you for a while. No one is happy, motivated, enthusiastic all of the time. Real success is not to never experience pain or discomfort. That's not possible. Real success is learning not to make it worse by getting all worked up and tense about it. Honesty starts with being honest with ourselves about what we're actually feeling, even if that goes against what we want or what someone else wants. And we can only be honest with ourselves about our feelings if we acknowledge and accept all core emotions. They all have an important role to play. The more we incorporate authenticity and honesty into our lives inside and out, the more we'll build a healthy fundament for generally satisfying relationships and lives. If you want to learn more about regulating emotions, communicating emotions, experiencing, feeling, understanding emotions, check out my emotions playlist. As always, consider subscribing if you're new here. Check out all the other things that I create for all of you, like online courses and a weekly email newsletter at the links in the description box. Till next time, take care, and remember to allow yourself to see all of your emotions and allow yourself to have access to your whole inner world.